It's no secret that bad boy traits are always in high demand. Women want bad boys and their babies. Men secretly want to be just like them. But I'm not talking about those self-destructive bad boys who are in and out of jail all the time, even though they are sought after as well. I'm talking about the good bad boys who have the right qualities, attitudes, and mindsets. The ones who offer so many positive values to themselves and those close to them, while also having no problems creating and dealing with conflicts, also for the sake of themselves and their loved ones. These bad boys don't shy away from opposition or hardships and instead find opportunities within difficulties to elevate themselves and improve their conditions. These kinds of men are extremely rare to find, especially today in our homogeneous societies, where everyone acts and speaks the same way to avoid attention and controversy. In an age where masculinity is shrinking and often shamed, adopting the right bad boy traits can easily help you stand out and become a high-value man worthy of women's attention and men's admiration. But that's only if you don't give a damn what others think. So let's go through the bad boy qualities every man should have to become a better and stronger version of himself. 3 attractive bad boy traits. Every high-value man must possess one. Bad boys are unapologetically authentic. One of the very obvious bad boy traits that will stand out to you in a typical bad boy is his authenticity. Bad boys tend to be extremely genuine without trying. They say and do what they want regardless of what others think. And this is a polarizing mindset that engages men and women enough to draw them into their interesting lives. People who are blessed with that trait know what they are and what they are not. They remain centered and grounded in what they believe they are and should be, regardless of the norms of their societies. And that's exactly why they draw people to them. It's a refreshing quality that shows a lot of strength and status within itself, because we all know and understand what it takes to become genuine, different, and uncensored, to just be without consideration of opinions, comments, and judgment. That's also why authentic people are more memorable, mysterious, and exciting. When a woman finds an authentic man, she'll normally get intrigued by his uniqueness and the uncommon way he presents himself. This intrigue could easily become the starting point of sexual attraction in an interaction. It's that authenticity that gives women reasons to stay and enjoy your approach's dates. It's your bona fide character that convinces them to give you their number and join you on your way home. Obviously, authenticity on its own is not the only trait you must possess for attraction, but it's a very decisive quality. It will either help pull a girl to you quickly or push her away immediately. And that's what you want when you're dealing with a woman. Genuine desire. How to become more authentic. You might be convinced that authenticity is one of those good bad boy traits to have, but not sure how to ingrain it into your personality. You might see yourself as an average man who doesn't quite stand out in a very noticeable sense. If this is your case, then how do you change your own personality to become more authentic? When authenticity is not about change and is more about self-acceptance to begin with, wouldn't you be faking it if you were altering who you are? This is a very common question a lot of people ask themselves as they admire authenticity in others, but are not sure how to replicate the trait in their own nature. What those same people somehow don't realize is that authenticity is not about copying a mindset from someone else or even adding to your character. It's about taking away all the unnecessary thought processes, behaviors, and traits that don't fall in line with your intuition and what you truly believe in. When you pay close attention to the most authentic people around you, you'll notice that they don't think too much about how they talk and react. Their actions and behaviors tend to be seamless. They don't hope they offend others with whatever they say, and they don't feel the need to compare themselves with others and how they dress and act. They just listen to their intuition and act accordingly. Now, this doesn't mean you should only follow what your instincts tell you every single time, because that will lead to a lot of emotional reactions and reckless behavior. But it's important to pay attention to your gut feeling and what it offers to you while using your common sense and logical thinking brain at the same time. Stop doing something that you know isn't right for you only, and just because everyone thinks that's the way to go. Stop preventing yourself from taking certain opportunities and risks because your parents' friends think it won't help when you deep down know it's all you've wanted. When you make tuning into your instincts a habit and communicate more with your emotional mind, you'll gradually become more authentic. You'll slowly become you. 2. Bad boys are unrealistically confident. Out of all the bad boy traits, if you ask women for the number one quality they look for, most likely it's going to be confidence. Just look at all the bad boys women tend to flock to. You'll notice that these men are usually extremely confident, sometimes even arrogant and borderline delusional. And even though they come off as narcissists, girls will somehow still believe in them and what they say. Girls for them anyway. It's just that attractive as a trait. If you just look at any successful individual who's great at what they do, you'll notice their supreme confidence in their abilities. There's so much self-assurance that you almost think they know something you don't. Swag. Confidence comes in a lot of forms. Speech, body language, eye contact, and even the internal dialogue that takes place in your own mind where nobody's watching. And to become a confident man, you must have conviction in everything you say and do. You must have total faith in your values, beliefs, boundaries, and standards to the point where you prioritize them over those of others. Because without confidence, you'll pass through life without creating and capitalizing on opportunities that could serve you and help you grow as a man in your career and relationships. With no conviction in your values and standards, you'll be walked all over by other men and avoided by other women. On top of that, you'll always feel sorry for yourself for squandering the potential to be a more capable man. How to be more confident. Like any muscle that needs training, confidence is a quality that you cannot have and master it by practicing it in everything you do and say, until it becomes part of you. If you're someone who is struggling with developing self-confidence, it will be hard to get out of the comfortable low self-esteem that has been ingrained in you for a long time. You'll want to boost your self-esteem by being more purposeful with the way you act around others. But the problem is, sometimes it won't make a lot of sense. Sometimes you'll feel like you're not being authentic and real with yourself, and sometimes you'll feel confused and lost about how you're supposed to act. The best way to deal with this is to be aware of your unconfident and lackluster state, and then always push your boundaries gradually to broaden your comfort zone past that unpleasant state. It all starts with your inner dialogue, what you tell yourself about yourself. Also, most likely, you already know what you're already afraid of. You might already know that you're not good at public speaking, and this would be your starting point. Or you could have an idea that approaching women is something your intuition has always wanted, but you've continually talked yourself out of it with excuses that don't really serve you. This is also a great starting point to deal with for a more confident version of yourself. Remember that you're going to suck at whatever it is you push through a couple of times, but as long as you know that it takes a couple of more trials and time, and as long as you understand that it's normal to suck at a new skill. Even when it doesn't make a lot of sense at times, you'll always reap the rewards and become thankful for trying. How exactly does confidence play a huge role in attraction? Women are wired to get attracted to confident men. To deliver financially, you need a healthy degree of confidence to compete in any capitalist market. To provide security, you need to become confident enough to be able to protect your own family when the time comes. And that's extremely important for a woman to have. To have a healthy sexual bond with a woman, you obviously need confidence in your own physical and mental abilities to be able to keep your girl happy in both short and long-term relationships. Women don't usually rationally and intentionally look for confidence. They will instinctively feel it. Once they do, they will start feeling something toward you. Because if you have enough confidence, you'll flirt, escalate, check, and have fun with the women you're dealing with. When they feel your positive vibe and how sure you are of yourself, they'll naturally just want more of that. They'll get invested enough to enter your frame and follow your lead, knowing that being with you would be enjoyable and worthwhile. 3. Bad boys are shamelessly selfish. Bad boys are extremely selfish, and they can be very ruthless about it. They understand that the only ones who will put their needs first are themselves. Nobody else will truly have their best interests in mind. But when you put yourself first and stay consistent in doing so, you'll naturally get a lot of hate for it. People you know and don't know will tell you that you're uncaring for the well-being of others, which might be true depending on how self-centered you are. However, sometimes the anger and hate you get when you're not doing what you're told is because of you not submitting to other people's agenda and serving their best interests. The thing is, as long as you're not hurting anyone, you must do what's best for you and those you care about regardless of what others think. Other than that, selfishness that brings you results will still get respected by your peers and women, even if they don't understand it. And when it comes to dating, respect is necessary for any sort of attraction to take place. Without respect, attraction is pretty much impossible. Nice guys who can't say no, on the other hand, are extremely selfless and generous with their time, energy, and resources. Do they get respected? No. Do they get recognized at work for being yes men? No. Do they get high-value women? Hell no. In fact, they get dumped by the selfish bad boys. And when they're not being dumped, nice guys are usually just being used as emotional tampons for women to call whenever they get frustrated about not getting these surprise bad boys to chase after them. So don't be a typical nice guy who has no healthy degree of selfishness. Otherwise, people will take advantage of you for what you have, and you'll get discarded for someone else when a better option comes up. Remember, it's only when you hold yourself in high regard that others will want to do the same for you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you've made it this far, drop a comment below with the word 2024 so I know you're still with me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.